Hey, it's Arik. I part of the group FTM Nutrition, and I was asked to be part of it, and so I'm gonna go ahead and do the first video, which is FTM Nutrition Chef Intro video. So I have a couple of questions that they asked me, and I went ahead and answered it, and so these are basically the questions and also my answers to go with it. Again, my name is Arik, and I'm an older guy. I'm 37, and I started doing my nutrition probably within the last, well, paying more attention of it probably within the last 3 to 4 months. And the reason why I did that is, well, I've always eaten pretty good, but I've had an increase of blood sugars lately, so my MD thought that it would be best that I start watching my carb intake or bread or something like that. So anyway, so that's just a little bit of a gist of what's going on. So anyways, the first question is what does the word diet mean to me? My way of looking at it now is my lifestyle of eating. Basically, what I consume on a daily basis. Before I used to see diet as a meaning of losing weight, but now it's just the way that I eat, my lifestyle of my way of now is paleo or primal. I try to stay away from grains. I do eat grains every once in a while, I kind of feel that my body craves them a little. But it's very rare. I probably do have to eat once every 3 weeks or so. Like quinoa or whole wheat pasta or something like that. But it really depends on the carb intake. Um, so yeah. Number two, the what cheers me up. My wife cheers me up a lot. She makes me very happy. We laugh a lot. You know, keeps me young. Stuff like that. My animals. I have 2 dogs, and I have an indoor kitty, and we have an outdoor kitty, and I have a bird. His name is Philo, or I should say T-bird. It's not really Philo anymore. But and let's see, music keeps me happy. It cheers me up. Cooking new foods or cooking in general makes me happy. If I'm really happy, I tend to be in the kitchen a lot more. Art makes me happy. I do art. I enjoy doing art. I do a lot of altering things, like little matchboxes or postcards. Just really depends. And I also enjoy hanging out with friends. Number three, what is the habit you are most proudest of breaking or want to break? So my proudest moment is drinking anything caffeine related. I did that for a very long time. We do acupuncture, and my first year of being acupuncture, they told us that caffeine is really not good for your teeth. And some people do better with it without it, and some people have more intense reactions to it. But I decided that I wasn't going to drink caffeine anymore. I didn't drink caffeine for a very long time. Every once in a while, I do drink a cup of warm green tea. It's the yogi antioxidant blend. I like it because it has a little bit of jasmine tea in it, and it's got lemongrass and a couple other ingredients like chicory root and licorice and stuff. And I just tend to drink it every once in a while. Like sometimes I'll drink it in the morning, not to wake up or anything. It's just that I enjoy the flavor of it. So, anyways, and I haven't been able to find a decaf part of it. So I drink that probably once or twice a week, maybe. Um, let's see, but I think basically I don't drink any soda or cola or any coffee. The things that I want to break is biting my nails. Let's see. Um, do I go to anyone for advice? I go to a lot of people for advice. I have a lot of different people that I go to advice for. I have a couple online friends that help me with my primal or paleo diet. Like questions I have, or just basically questions if I'm having an issue, like with following it or whatever. It's just good to get some advice to how to, get through that hump. I also go to other people for transition advice, um, or stuff like that. Let's see. What types of food do I order at my favorite restaurant, and what is my favorite? So my favorite place is probably a Flying Star. It's a local joint. There's about three or four here in Albuquerque. Um, but our favorite one is the one in Rio Grande, or on Rio Grande. Um, it's a little closer, but it's very green over there, and lots of trees and stuff. But they serve local foods, and local meaning, like very close, like a kind of a farm to table kind of thing, and a lot of it's organic. Um, what I usually tend to get is the breakfast hash. It has sweet potatoes, red potatoes, scallions, and onions, and garlic, mushrooms, and a little bit of quinoa, and then it's usually served with one of the baked eggs. And I really like that, and I usually get a side of bacon with it. And then I also get a glass of water and a pot of sunset spice tea of herbal blend. So, who is my hero and why? I don't really have a hero, but if I would have to pick a hero, I probably would say that it is my friend Janelle. She was fighting cancer as long as she could, but she was a very strong-minded person and a wonderful mom and a loving wife and a wonderful friend. And I think, while you're while she was fighting cancer and dealing with it, she still maintained all of those things that made her a wonderful person. All right. Sorry, I'm kind of reading off those words because there's a lot of questions, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to keep it organized. So, let's see. Number 7. Are you still learning about whom you are, and do you feel you have that covered? I feel that I learn every day something new about myself. So I don't know who doesn't, but if you don't, well, hopefully you learn something every couple of months or weeks or something. If you didn't, I think you would be very bland. So, what is my favorite breakfast food? I really like scrambled eggs and green chili turkey sausage and probably my favorite. My wife makes really good scrambled eggs. Uh, what is my favorite snack? Um, I have a lot of favorite snacks, so it's kind of hard for me to just put it down to one. I like an apple that's sliced with extra sharp cheddar cheese. I also like a cup of refried beans with a little bit of red salsa on it and some corn chips. Um, I also like a cup of a little cup of macadamia nuts with basically by themselves. And let's see, I like popcorn that we make with coconut oil and a little bit of salt. It's probably another favorite snack of mine. Yeah, I think that's about it. I like fruit, but I try to stay away from the high sugary ones. So, is my glass half full or half empty? Half full. Um, Crowds. Do I like crowds, small groups, or go always, or am I alone? Sometimes I can go for small groups. Sometimes I like one or two people, and sometimes I just like being by myself. It just really depends on the mood. Which of the four seasons do I love the most? Well, I like fall and spring. I like fall because the weather is starting to become cooler and it's a little bit crisper in the morning and there's a lot of different scents in the air. Chili roasting starts to happen. I'm from New Mexico. I live in Albuquerque, so um, we're big on our hatch chili. Um, so during the month of September and early October, it's always roasting in the air and you can smell it. And it's really good. Um, so I really like that, and I also like spring a lot. I like spring because new things start to bloom. After being cold all winter and it's gray, brown, all the trees have no leaves on them. I like to see the new leaves start to bloom with flowers. It's just, and it's also cooler too. It's like starting to warm up and it's not like super cold. Um, if I could have one meal for the rest of my life, this was like super hard for me, and I can't even really answer it completely because I love food. So, but I guess right now I'm kind of on a chicken binge. I like roasted chicken. Usually I grill it. I have a couple of ways that I grill my chicken. I usually take a breast chicken and I'll fillet it into six pieces, so it's a little thinner. And then I like to put balsamic vinegar, a little bit of rosemary, and a little bit of garlic powder, and a little bit of salt and pepper. And then I marinate that for a couple of hours, and then I like to grill it. And from the balsamic, it kind of gets a little caramelized. And another one that I really like is I take cilantro, coriander seed, cumin, a little bit of tequila, some lime, salt and pepper, probably a few other little ingredients. But and then like an orange every once in a while. I'll squeeze the fresh juice in there, and I'll marinate that for a couple hours as well and put that on the grill. So, but I like doing both of them, and I also like to slice avocado on it with a little bit of pepper jack or sharp cheddar, and then add a fresh green chili and put it on a tortilla. And then I like to microwave it, and it's really good. So that's probably a food that I am on a kick about right now. What are my food weaknesses? I really like salty foods. I like chips, and I like crackers, I like popcorn, and I like cheese. I like stuff like that. But I think my big weakness is probably potato chips. Um, let's see. What are my nutritional goals? So my nutritional goal is basically to try to eat low carb, and also try to maintain the paleo or primal lifestyle. Some days go better than others, but for the most I'm doing pretty well. In the morning, probably dinner time is probably the hardest time because I'm not just cooking for myself, I'm cooking for my wife as well. My wife is not really big on the primal or paleo, so I kind of have to add, like some kind of like grain, rice, or something else than other than like meat, vegetables, and like avocado. She doesn't really like all that. So, well, she likes it, but not to death. So it's just kind of hard to do the dinner that way. Let's see. And then other days, and then I try another nutritional goal is I try to eat breakfast every day because there are days where I'm not at work, and when I'm out of my routine, I tend to not eat in the morning, and then I realize how like one or two of them damaged. So, and that's just not good. So, anyways, almost done. I think I have about 6 or 7 more to go. Let's see. Number 16. What is your favorite spot to visit? So I'm not quite sure what you mean by saying a spot, but I'm just gonna put a guesstimate. I like to hang out in parks. We enjoy going to parks. There's a couple of parks here in Albuquerque that we enjoy going to. There's one way up in the Northeast Heights that we like to go to, and we call it the Hummingbird Park because there's always hummingbirds floating around, and and you sit in the grass that comes pretty close to you. Um, Another one that we like to go to is up in like Ridgecrest area, a little bit more by the UNM area, and there's a park over there, and pretty big, and it's got some hills, and we usually have food trucks over there, but it's just really nice, and we like to bring a blanket and eat, and talk, and look up in the trees, and just talk about future. Let's see. Was I active as a kid? Yes. I played soccer. I ran around a lot. I was always outside. Um, I don't know. Anyways, but I was active. My favorite food to eat on my birthday is Indian food. I really like the paneer saga, the spinach dish with cheese in it. The little paneer cheese in it. But I also like it with chicken. I like samosas a lot. They're the little puff pastry things that are filled with potato and Indian spices, carrot, stuff like that. I really like those. I like chai tea a lot. Let's see, what else do I like? I don't know. There's this like tomatoey, cheese, spinach, Indian spice something dish that's pretty tasty. Why it's in my mouth water. But that's usually what I enjoy for my birthday dinners. Um, but this last birthday, which was in September, my wife took me up to Santa Fe, and we went to an African, Caribbean, Moroccan kind of restaurant, and it was really tasty. We had some baked plantains that had cinnamon on them, and it came with like a little cilantro mayo dish top. And then we also had some jerk chicken wings that were baked. They were really tasty and spicy. And we also split a cup of like black bean soup. And then for entrees, my wife had a fish. I believe it was like tilapia, and then it had like a cilantro, habanero, whatever sauce on there, and a couple of other, like, I think there was some sweet potato on there or something. But it looked really tasty, and I had the chicken curry dish with coconut rice, and it was really tasty. And then I don't think we did anything for dessert, because we were gonna go to a chocolate place up there, but we ended up getting that one tired. So we ended up going back to Albuquerque afterwards. But that's what we did for food. What is my body type? I'm an endomorph. I tend to gain weight fast and lose it slow, and I'm short and sweaty. Well, not super short, but I I do have stronger legs than my upper arm area arms. And anyway, you don't know what it is? Look it up. What are your fitness goals? My fitness goals is I try to go to the gym 3 times a week. I usually try to go right after I get off work because if I come home and I take my shoes off, I don't want to get back out. So I tend to change at work and then just head over to the gym. And then I also try to walk my dog 5 times a week, um, which is usually Monday to Friday because they're home when we're not home. I feel that they have pent up energy, but it's also good to get them out. And we usually go around like all the blocks in our neighborhood. We we usually stop at the park really quick, and then we get back on the leash and go all the way around. And it takes us, like if we stop at the park, it takes about 15 minutes there, like to play, but through the whole thing, it's about 30 minutes. So we do a pretty good pace, and in a few months, I'll probably bump up the gym time. But I'm not quite sure. My favorite day of the week is probably Friday evening to date night. Um, and I really enjoyed Saturday mornings a lot to go to the farmers market or the growers market. So I really enjoy getting the new vegetables and fresh stuff and planning our meals around that. Last question. My life goals. Well, I have a couple of life goals. I want to continue to be happy, and I want to continue to communicate and continue to enjoy life. So, anyways, that is my video. I'm sorry that it's super long. I tried to talk as quick as I could. So I'm about 21 minutes in. So I'm gonna get going, and hope you enjoyed my video and found some things like interesting. Maybe you learned something about me that you already know. Anyways, I hope everybody's well, and you guys are all having a good week, and I will talk to you guys soon.